In today's video, we're going to talk about imposter syndrome, what that is, when that feeling starts to occur, how to deal with it, and just know that you're not alone because we all go through it at some point. So let's get into it. Imposter syndrome is pretty much the feeling of feeling inadequate, of feeling not good enough, of feeling nervous, scared, that you're doing something you shouldn't be doing, that you're not able to do what you want to do, that you have no right to be doing what it is that you want to do. Imposter syndrome does come out when we are putting ourselves in an uncomfortable situation, pushing our boundaries, getting outside our comfort zone, being vulnerable, doing something different. That's when it comes out, because if we're in here and we're doing something that is over here, we think to ourselves, do I have the right to be over here? Am I allowed to be over here? What are these people that are over here gonna think if I'm over here? We need to be able to know how to handle that, because it is normal, how to get through that. Imposters suffer from feeling a lot of self-doubt. So in that moment, we're not feeling very confident about what it is that we want to do, right? We're feeling, how could I? Who am I? Why should I? Nobody is going to think that I can do this. What if I can't do it? What if I do it and I fail? Then what are other people gonna think? I'll fail because I shouldn't probably be doing this. That's why. I'm an imposter. I'm trying to be something that I'm not. I'm not meant to do this. Like, we have all this self-talk in our head that is trying to protect us from not doing the thing that is uncomfortable. And I'm gonna give you an example of something that has helped me a lot in my journey of imposter syndrome with one specific situation, because we have it in different areas of our lives, right? In different situations, but I'll tell you one that is super specific to this. Before starting my YouTube channel, I was discussing it with some friends, and they were kind of asking me, what is it that is stopping you? What is it that, why haven't you started it already? What are you waiting for, type of thing? Like, I kept acting like I was waiting to become better, become smarter, become better at filming, have my channel perfectly aesthetically pleasing before I started. I was procrastinating a lot because I was, number one, scared to start, and number two, had major imposter syndrome. My entire inner dialogue was, who am I? What am I even doing? Why do I think I could do this? What are people gonna think? Am I smart enough to do this? Am I good enough in front of the camera? Am I good enough to be a YouTuber? It was all of these feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt and worry and imposter syndrome symptoms. That's what I was going through. I wasn't actually starting. One friend in specific asked me, what is it that's holding you back? What are you afraid of? And I was like, I guess really what people will think of me, Veronica, doing this YouTube channel, what I'll be talking about. Maybe like I'm nervous as to what people will think of me. And that is something that a lot of us go through. A lot of us care a lot about what other people think. What he told me has stuck with me this whole time, and is what I think of whenever imposter syndrome kicks in again, whether it is about the YouTube channel or it is about something else I'm doing. He's like, all right, so I'm gonna give you one perspective and hear me out. Nobody cares. And I was like, what do you mean? And he's like, nobody actually cares what you are doing. And I was like, okay, but people are gonna be watching me and like have an opinion. And he said, yeah, they'll have an opinion for a split second, and then they go on about their lives, because everyone is focused on themselves. Everyone is worried about themselves. Everyone is focused on them. No one is going to be up at night thinking about Veronica's YouTube channel and what it is they feel and think about that. And it is not going to be ruling people's lives, and it is not going to affect you. Nobody cares. And once I started realizing that that is actually the truth, that has taken away the feeling of imposter syndrome. That has diminished the feeling of inadequacy and self-doubt. Nobody gives a about what you're doing. Everyone is doing their own thing on their own journey. They may have an opinion for a split second, but who cares? Because they're not thinking about it at night. So why should I be putting that on myself? Another thing we do is we're creating these stories in our head of what could be in someone else's mind. Stories that haven't happened, that don't exist. We don't know for a fact they exist, so why am I playing that story in my head? What about playing stories in my head that people love what I'm talking about and people are actually getting a lot of use and good information out of it? That people love watching me. What about playing those stories in my head? But no, we unfortunately naturally play things in our head that make us feel inadequate sometimes. We are scared, we are nervous, especially, and that's normal. We're putting ourselves out there, we're making ourselves be put in a vulnerable situation. It's a normal thing, but we have to know how to combat that. So what I want to tell you and remind you is nobody cares. Start that business you want to start. Do that thing you want to do that you're thinking about right now that you would want to do, but you're worried about starting, you're worried about yourself, and you're worried about what other people think because nobody cares. So number one, I want to remind you that you are not alone in feeling these feelings. If you didn't know what these feelings were, this is what it is. It's imposter syndrome. Everyone gets it. The largest, most famous, most successful people in the world get it, and normal people get it. Celebrities get it. We all get it. So know that you're not alone is number one. Number two is remember what is true and what's not true. So what is true is that I know what I'm talking about when I make a specific video. I don't know everything about everything, but I know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about something. I know I'm smart. I may not feel smart all the time. We all make mistakes. We don't know everything about everything. And in that moment of feeling the imposter syndrome kick in, sometimes we don't feel very smart. Sometimes we may feel stupid, but just because we feel stupid in that moment doesn't mean we are stupid. Remembering what is true from what is not true. In that moment, it can feel very true what you're feeling, but it's not what is. Another thing I'd like to say is think about the positive. Think of what you are good at. Think of what you do know. Think of what you are doing to get yourself closer to that goal. Positive self-talk, positivity, okay? Fail forward. So if you tried something and it didn't work, that's okay. Failure gets us to the next step. Failure gets us to know what works and what doesn't work. Failure gets us closer to the goal. So if you failed, that's okay. Have a healthy association to failure. If something didn't work, that is okay. Don't feel like a failure for the rest of your life. Don't not continue to do things to get to where you want to go. Fail forward. I love this one. I'm all about rewards. Reward yourself. Reward yourself for success. Celebrate the little wins. I recently hit 100 subscribers on my YouTube channel. I made a post about it. I shared it with my friends. I shared it with my family. I celebrated myself because I took a chance. I put myself out there. I did something that was really hard in the moment. And sometimes it still is hard. Celebrate the success. Celebrate the little wins. What is life if we're not celebrating the little wins and only celebrating the big wins? That's boring. Celebrate the little stuff. I learned this last one from my stepmom. She says, act as if. Act as if you are what you want to be. So have that confidence, act the way those people act. Do what those people do in order to get to that place. Develop a confidence and a persona of what it is that you want to be, and you will attract that and you will morph yourself into that. So act as if. Fake it till you make it mentality. Keep going, keep moving forward. Like I said before, don't wait until you feel so ready and so confident, because we're never gonna feel fully ready to do something. Throw yourself in, fake it till you make it, act as if. Courage comes from taking risks. So just jump in, do it. Change your behavior first and then allow that confidence to build and follow. The confidence will follow you once you take some action. Just take that action. Do what it is that you want to do. Don't be scared. Do it. Imposter syndrome is normal. I hope this was helpful. I hope that you can relate to what it is that I've went through, because I know that we all have in different areas of our life. Let me know if this has helped you in any way. I'd love to make more videos on anything that is relatable and helpful to you. If you haven't joined the Grow With V family already, hit that subscribe button. You'll want to like this video so that I know that you enjoyed it, you got something out of it, and hit the bell so that you are notified anytime I post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Okay?